Hello there, it's Luther from Explanar. I'm in my swing studio with my good friend Nick Wright, and Nick's long game has been developing beautifully, but Nick, we've got this little shot around the greens that's giving you a problem. So tell the folks at home what's been happening.
Well, I've just started to develop a bit of a shank on chip shots.
Yeah.
Now I'm a little bit prone to them sometimes on wedges and the occasional full shot, but I found workarounds for those most of the time.
Yeah.
So it's actually quite a bit of a shock when you stand over, a shot like this.
Yeah, well, you're absolutely
30,
right.
40 feet, and then with the small swing, and then
Yeah.
you still see the ball go off at right angles, and it's quite disheartening and discouraging, and
Yeah.
makes you want to try and chip with a hybrid,
know.
putt from anywhere,
Putt from anywhere.
anything
Yeah.
to avoid hitting the chip shot, really.
Well, it's like in darts. You can treble 20, but if you can't finish on a double, you struggle, or you build a break in snooker and you can't get the black. So you may hit two glorious shots at a long par 4, you've got a 20-yard chip, and then it becomes a 6 or a 7.
Well, you're right, and it changes your whole approach to the game, because on par 5s, you're laying back so you can hit a full shot in, so you don't have to hit a half pitch, and you're doing anything within your powers not to hit a 40-yard shot.
Okay. Right. So Nick, just set yourself up here, and I'll show you what you've been doing. Okay. Well, in fact, you can demonstrate it to us. Okay. It's a 23-yard shot. Okay. You're going to go back. The club face rolls. Okay. That was half a shank. Okay.
Yeah.
Just
it wasn't convincing.
Yeah. Just roll.
As I said, it doesn't happen all the time,
fine.
but it happens enough.
But there was sufficient there
to worry me.
Just exaggerate. Keep your sternum still, and just let the arms roll. There you go. That's your classic shank, isn't it? Okay. So if the club face rolls open, we present the hosel to the ball at impact. Now, form rotation isn't a bad thing. You're allowed a mild form rotation, but Nick, in your case, when the shoulder dies because you're static, the roll is excessive. Okay. So it's a mixture, really. It's not denying the forearms. It's getting the forearms to be quieter. The second thing that makes us bad is you go back quite well, Nick, but deceleration can also produce a shank. So we need to make a small backswing, but that small backswing has to have an element of shoulder and hand. Small shot though it is, the moment your shoulders die and this rolls, then you're susceptible to the...
I think the deceleration comes from the fear.
Fear, absolutely. Okay, so let's set yourself up. And I want you to play this off a square stance, but slightly out to in. The ball's a bit too far back there, Nick. Just move the feature, that's great. Okay, so we're going to slice the ball 23 yards.
Okay.
But be confident you can't slice a wedge, you're entitled to try. So come on, nice and neat. Good, can you hear that? All right? That's pretty healthy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now just make the backswing a little bit calmer. The danger of a speedy backswing is the hands go first. It's essential that the shoulders are sympathetic to hand action. You got me?
Yep.
You must have that. The moment the shoulder dies, you flip.
It's a very subtle movement, really, isn't it? Because
incredibly,
that doesn't feel like a roll,
That's
but
right.
now when I look down at it, it clearly is.
That's very good. So what we'll do, we'll get Simon, our cameraman, to show us a close-up later. But the point I was making earlier, there's good, and you've only got to do that much to be bad.
And it opens up the hosel right to the ball, doesn't it?
Yeah. So if you allow the shoulders to sympathise with the backswing, slightly out to in, you're playing across it, and it allows you to nip the ball clean. Okay.
And should you hit all chip shots like this?
Well, while you're in recovery, yes, is the answer. Once you get your confidence back, you're fine. But that's a lovely shot, isn't it? There's no harm there. So remember that. The cure to shank is a little fade with a hint of wrist hinge, and the safety mechanism is you can't slice a wedge, so you're entitled to try, Nick.
Right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Pleasure.